Hello, everyone. It's me, Andrew. Sorry I'm late today. Our cat Tallulah, our little kitten Tallulah, she got into something she probably shouldn't have, and her stomach is super upset. So she had to have a little bath today again, and that took a little bit longer than we thought. And William had to run to his pottery class, and so it's been a day, y'all. It's been a day. Hopefully, you all have been doing well out there and that you all are having a great evening. I see a couple people have tuned in. I don't know if y'all are still there because I'm so late. I'm sorry I'm late. Suzanne was here, maybe here. Are you still here, Suzanne? Norma's here, maybe. Um, Donna, are you still here? Um, let's see. Diane says, hello. I didn't get trick or treaters, so it was just a normal night here. Yeah, we were going to possibly do a live last night, and then folks had said that they were probably going to have trick or treaters or other plans. So we did not have a live last night. But seeing a bunch of your comments, we probably could have had a live without any problems. Amanda maybe was here. Are you still here, Amanda? Let's see who else. Donna says hello, Andrew. Hi, Donna. Hi, Norma. Suzanne says she's here. Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. Cheryl's here. Hey, Cheryl. Harry's watching. Hey, Harry. So today, y'all. So last night was Halloween. We really didn't do anything. I stayed here and I worked mostly. William, he even had a little outfit to match Idabelle. He ordered it. Uh, Old Navy has these onesies that are bat themed. I don't know how you would say that. They're bat. I don't know. It's pretty cute. So him and Idabelle got dressed up and sent me pictures while I was here at the cottage. So it was a busy day. Last night it was supposed to drop down to freezing, so we had to deep clean the pellet stove, and the pellet stove was rumbling a little bit. So William had to rewire. That sounds like he's doing like electrical, but there's a wire that mounts the motor from hitting the side of the pellet stove. And so he had to take off the old wire and put a new wire on. And we beefed it up. I found some really good annealed steel wire that's in a slightly thicker gauge. So that will hopefully keep it in place. It's been running all night and all day, and it's been fine. And then just after midnight, it started snowing. And of course, I'm still in my flip flops hanging out. And so that made it interesting trying to brush off the car last night. But yeah, so it's been super busy. And then Tallulah, she's not been feeling well. So we've been trying to take care of her, but it's been a little bit of a challenge, you know. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. Let's see. Susan says, hello, everyone. I abbreviated that a little bit. Donna says, oh, I bet that's so cute. It was super cute. I need to take down the Halloween decorations since it's not Halloween time anymore. Amanda says, my computer says it's 33 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's pretty chilly outside still. It warmed up in the afternoon, but that's kind of like, normal, I guess. So, We usually don't get hit with the weather until later. But anyways, so yeah, we've just been doing stuff around here. We had to, so when we got a bunch of storage stuff over the summer, one of our friends gave us a bunch of plastic bins and stuff. So we temporarily put it in the garage, and then when we had to put stuff in the garage, we moved over to the cottage, and then we basically piled everything up like a fort in front of the pellet stove because it wasn't being used. Now that we are using it, we had to clear all of that away. So there's been a lot of organizing. And then last night I started doing prep work on some enamel stuff, which is probably my least favorite part. I like the decorating part, and I like the stuff that you can do with enamel. But when it comes to all the prep work, I just don't like it. Like my hands are so dry right now. And it's from scrubbing off all those edges, y'all. And it's actually easier now because old school, you'd use this thing called an alundum stone. And nowadays they have diamond pads, which are super helpful because they're a little bit flexible, a little bit. So it will, you're not, when you are trying to use it with a curved surface, it makes it a little bit easier. So, anyways, Harry says, perfect timing. Just finished making fry red, having a pork shoulder, baked beans, potato salad for supper. Oh, that sounds good. We haven't even thought about supper tonight, and I don't know what we're going to have. It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Lennis is watching. Hey, Lennis. Lennis said something and then it skipped. It says, here now. Hello. Facebook is making it difficult to see the lives. Can see from William, but not from the AG page. I don't know. We'll have to look into it. Norma says, we were in the low 20s and supposedly had snowflakes last night, but I didn't see them. Yeah, it was chilly here and we did get a bunch of snow. Amanda says, we had snow, but it was light and didn't accumulate. And Donna says, it got down to 33 here in Alabama. It's supposed to be 28 tonight. Brr. I wonder if it's because the cloud cover is different. Like if the cloud cover makes it warmer, I don't know. I know that it was pretty clear last night for a while and the temperature dropped, and then we got a bunch of snow. So Suzanne says we're getting our first freeze tonight. Oh boy. You're in New Orleans, so I can't even imagine. Lena says we all need to go to Harry's for dinner. Wouldn't that be nice? Donna says, I agree. Amanda says, sounds great. Harry had leftover spätzle soup and this other dish I made with chicken, potatoes, eggs, and cheese. That sounds good too. Donna says 50 degrees right now and wind chill of 45. Oh boy. And Harry said, there's plenty to go around. The pork weighed 8 pounds. Holy smokes. And then Lana says, hold up. Amanda had me at German food. One of my friends is in the Czech Republic right now, and he went to this restaurant, and it's potato themed, and it looks so good. Everything looks so good, and that's like the star of the show is the potato, and they have the spetch that one, and it looks so good. Spätzle. There, I said it. Maybe I said it wrong, but whatever. So it's been a minute. I don't know. It feels like it's been a while since I've been on. We've got a lot going on We had book club on Monday night, and William was leading it. And he said Norma came, and they hung out for a while. So we do still need to decide about whether or not we keep going with book club, or if there are different permeations that people want to try before before we take it away. The other thing that I wanted to mention, while we still, I, I think it's still active, is that there is a last chance sale going on in the website. That's allegorygallery.com. And it is for the Halloween stuff. So it's an automatic 20% off. You don't need to put any coupon codes, and you will not see the discount until you go into your shopping cart. Because somebody was like, it doesn't look like it's very discounted. But when you put it in your shopping cart, then it'll take the discount off. So just so you know. So today I don't have too many African beads for you. I have some, but I did not have a chance to go through stuff as much as I would have liked today. And part of that is because poor little Tallulah, she has been not feeling well. So I've been looking after her and making sure that she's comfortable and clean. That's the other thing. Poor Gertie, she's horrified. So we've had to like move stuff around, and they've learned to open some of the cupboards, and the cupboards have child safety on them, but they've learned to open them with the child safety. And so they're getting in there, and I don't know if she got into something in there, or William saw her eat something off of one of my plates that I had put down. And so it could have been that. She did, when she was a baby, before we had her, she had worms. And so she went through treatment. But she's always been weird about food. So like when she's gotten better about it now, but when normally when we would feed the cats, they would all kind of eat, together, and they would share. And all of our cats have always been like that. But with her, when she would get food, she'd like grab it and start growling and like pull it away, and then like eat off the plate. And I don't know if it's like leftover of being, because they weren't really feral. But anyways, I don't know what all happened before we got them. But she had worms, and she went through treatment and had to get her like basically pesticides to clear that up. And they're all healthy that way. But I think that has made her her tummy sensitive. So any kind of little changes, I think, are not conducive to her little baby belly. And the other thing is that we've been trying to wean them off the kitten food because they're starting to grow up. And that could also, I mean, there's like a lot of little factors that can contribute. But she wants to play. She wants to play all day long. Amanda says, it's so easy to make. Just need a hopper to make the noodles, or push the batter through a colander. For the spätzle. Let's see. And Harry says it's a treat. Donna says, no, we're supposed to be clear, and that is why the temperature is dropping lower tonight. Oh boy. I guess the cloud cover does make it warmer. I don't know how that works. In theory, I know, but I don't know. Amanda says, how's the peat fire, Suzanne? You had another name for it, but I forgot what it's called. Donna says, you should have seen me walking my dog at 8:30 a.m. I had 4 layers, a toboggan, a scarf, and gloves. That's all. That's the Alabama time. Here, I'm over here on flip flops, and I have a hoodie also, but it's warm in here, which is good. But we've also been sealing up stuff too. We didn't get all the projects that we wanted done, so I am hopeful that it warms up for at least a little bit, because there were some panes of glass that were knocked out, and I don't know if it was just it fell out because it was time. You know, this is an old building, or if kids were messing around or what. But there are a couple panes of glass that we have to replace, and so far it's not a big issue because we have clear plastic up and stuff over the windows. But as it gets colder, that's gonna be a big place of not fun. So we also didn't get a chance to work on the roof. Thankfully, it's so cold on the roof that there's no dripping. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but so the other day it was raining pretty hard here. So we ended up, there was a leak in the cottage, and I think it was on Monday. Monday, we had a leak, and so Barb, she's like calling. She eventually just came to our house and knocked on the door and was like, "Hello." And so we went over, and William got on the roof and cleared some of the debris and stuff. And it's just a little tiny thing, but you know, that's where the water came in. But it's so cold now that I guess it's maybe frozen up there because it stopped leaking. So I don't know, y'all. This business is, I don't know. I, It sounds, they're like, oh, get an old building. It'll be fun, they say. Well, it is fun, but it is one of those things where, um, you know, it's not quite like a home improvement show. A home improvement show, they have like money and like a budget, and they can do whatever they want whenever they want. And for us, we're like, hopefully we sell some extra beads, and can pay for the leak, and then the next day the broken window, and the next day this, and the next day that. But we're trying, we're hanging in there, so I can't complain. Lena says my dream vacay is Germany and then the Czech Republic. Yeah, that sounds fun. Facebook user says it was in the 80s today, but the humidity was down and there's a lovely breeze, but I miss cooler weather. Well, come on over, we got plenty. Anne's watching. Hey, Anne. Donna says, Norma, how cute. My dog does zoomies. And then Amanda's saying how to say that. Amanda says, Donna, I never thought you'd even need a scarf nor gloves in Alabama. You know, I've driven through Alabama, not a lot, but frequently, especially when we have trade shows in Tucson and we were driving, because usually Alabama is like the safe route, as far as like the weather is concerned. Sometimes if you go a little bit north, even into Oklahoma, or Texas, it gets real messy. In Tennessee, sometimes when you're going through the mountains there, that's some scary business. Anyways, so yeah, it gets cold there. I was surprised. Donna said, already bought several Halloween kits. Thank you. And Donna says, is Tallulah feeling better? She's feeling better. Like she wants to play and stuff. But she's still having problems. So when I get home tonight, she's gonna have probably another bath because I kind of didn't do a great job because I had to rush here to do the live. So I'm gonna have to go and give her a much deeper cleaning. Mary says, "Oh, well, look who it is. Hello, Andrew. Hi, hey, Mary. All right. So Lena says there's a great German restaurant here, Eldweiss. Edelweiss? I don't know. Even German people eat there, so you know it's good. There used to be a really, really good German restaurant in New York, which was around the corner from my apartment, and so it was really cool because you could eat all different kind of cuisine, and so there was a really great Ukrainian restaurant. And then not too far was this German restaurant, and so you could just eat. And it was good times. You know, I didn't appreciate it as much as I did back then. Or I don't appreciate it back then as much as I do now, but now I see how convenient that was. Teresa's watching. Hey, Teresa. Susan's watching, our neighbor. Hey, Susan. And Amanda says, hope little Tallulah is feeling better. Me too. Suzanne says swamp fire is almost out. No danger now to humans. Still under a no burn order. I burned the trash last night, which is another thing that we did. I mean, it sounds kind of bad, but we generally speaking, we get a lot of boxes for the shipment stuff. So like we just have tons and tons of boxes, and we usually take it to recycling. However, the last couple times we've been to the recycling place, the bins were like overflowing, and if they get too full, they won't take them. So, so then you drive around with recycling in the back of your car for forever. So, we just burn it. And it made it festive last night for Halloween. Donna says, oh yeah, mountains in Tennessee aren't good. Yeah, they're real pretty, but sometimes it gets real harrowing when you're trying to drive, and the weather is not so good. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera around before too many people go to bed or do whatever, and we'll go from there. All right. So you're going to see the ceiling for a second. All right, so here's the magic penny. All right, so I'm going to put the banner up. So to purchase from this video, take down the lot number and send it in an email to us at info@allegorygallery.com. Please, 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 please do this this way. We had a couple people message the I don't know what they messaged. I think they messaged maybe William Tries. It's one of the groups or something, and it's not super great when that happens because people think we're ignoring them, and I'm like, no, we're not ignoring you. It's just we don't always see things pop up if they're not in the place where we're looking, if that makes any sense. So just take down the lot number, send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery. Please send a new email. Don't reply or do something, I don't know, because it puts things out of order. And sometimes it collates things, so it makes it a little bit more tricksy. So please just send us a new email, and then it's got the timestamp. It's super easy. And our lives aren't really like super crazy. I mean, there's a good chance they're going to get stuff. I mean, it's not a hot, it's not guaranteed, but I think people who've been claiming stuff have been getting a lot of the stuff they want. Not everything, of course, but so yeah, it shouldn't. It's not. It's not as crazy as some of it used to be, because sometimes it used to be like people would be like fighting on stuff, but nowadays it's pretty chill. So just send us an email at info@allegorygallery.com. If there's more than one lot, I don't think there's any of those tonight because I try to break things up. Um, then if you want more, just tell us that you want more. William's also been doing this thing where if you want a possible replacement lot, you can also indicate that also. So if something sells out and you will have a backup lot in mind, you can always just tell us that you have um, whatever lot as your backup. Now, if you're a new customer, please do include your shipping address, your current best shipping address, and also um, send us your preferred email address for invoicing. Now, the reason why I say that is because not everybody who emails us uses the email that they do their like PayPal through or whatever. I know because I don't. So um, we use the business PayPal to pay for things like this, and that's different than my personal email address. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, all right. So let's get started. All right, if you missed any of the lots, we still have a lot of stuff left over. We'll probably be pushing out the leftovers after Barb starts packing. She's back and she's been packing every day since she's come back, and has been shipping. So things are going out. There was a little bit of a delay for a minute because she was out of the office for a week, but she's back now. So things are going out at warp speed. So if you are waiting on something, it should be coming pretty soon. All right. Okay. So that's funny. Susan was saying that Hubs broke into the candy stash and found 2 large beads. It's a mystery has how that happened. Yeah, that's pretty wild. All right. So let's start. We left off on AB 97. So let's do AB 98. These are more of the sandcast beads. I broke up some of the strands just in case y'all wanted something a little bit different, because some of the strands are kind of big and you may not want a whole strand, so why not break it up and make them a little bit better like that. These are from Ghana. I think these are so cool, and the way that these are made. So the powdered glass is filled in the molds, and then they use the molds and they fire them and get hot and it fuses. Now there are some beads from Ghana which are painted after, but these are not painted. That's all glass that's in there. So it's really fascinating, I think. It's kind of in my mind, it's like, you remember in like, I want to say the 90s, they had, probably in the 70s too, they had those glass bottles and you'd take like colored sand and then you'd like pour the colored sand in the bottle and you'd make like patterns and stuff. That's kind of what the process looks like in my mind. And then it's heated up. So pretty neat. So there are 10 beads for $5. This is lot AB98. And send it to us in email. You know what to do. I don't know what to do with William when he's not here. I like it when he's here and can do this, because then I can kind of just like chill in the back and like prep stuff. Other way, I don't know, y'all. This is lot AB99. It's another sandcast lot. And these are all kind of the same. So if you want that kind of that ochre yellow, kind of golden yellow with some brown, kind of rusty brown stripes, there you go. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 beads for $5. That's AB 99. So if you missed how to claim, send us an email with the lot number and we take the first come first serve. Now these are all one-offs. So I have like multiples of stuff in theory. But for these, they're all one-offs. So these are the if you win this lot, this is the lot you're gonna. These are the beads you're gonna get. All right. Suzanne said that her cat Bear buried one of her earrings in his litter box once. Oh no. Tallulah, she plays in the litter box, and I think that is one of her problems. Like when she's a baby and she got the worms, I was like, that's how, because you'd be playing in the poop. That's how you get that business. So, anyways, I'm not going to shame her on the TV too much. All right, this is lot AB 100, $5. Some more African sandcast beads from Ghana. These ones, okay. I don't know if y'all see this or not, but what was the name of that movie with those little creatures that are yellow and they wear overalls and they have like one eyeball? That's what that reminds me of. Minion. These like minion beads. Anyway, so you get an assortment of 10 of these African sandcast beads, and yeah. So that's exciting. And then it's kind of a mix. You have this brighter yellow, and then this more golden yellow. So one of the other things I've been doing lately in my spare time is I took a workshop with Barbara McFadden on different enameling techniques. And so one of the things that a lot of the enamelists do, and this is kind of like a thing, I don't know. I don't think I've met any enamelists that don't have like tests that do lots and lots of tests. And so I've been doing these little tests on certain techniques. So I'm going to start posting those in my Patreon, our Patreon. All right, so more African sandcast beads. This is AB 101, $5 for 10 beads. And I love these. These are blue with a little bit of yellow for the most part. There's one kind of odd one, but yeah, I think those are pretty. And they're rustic. So that's something you just have to keep in mind. If there were any like broken ones, we picked those off. But if you I mean, a lot of these are old, and just the manufacturing process is not like they don't use like lasers and stuff, y'all. A lot of it's like clay that's mixed with dung that's then put in basically a pizza oven, and that's how that's made. And I'm not even exaggerating. So if anybody's like, "Oh, you're exaggerating," I'm not exaggerating. There's a really wonderful series that came on a long time ago called World on a String. And it was all about like beads from around the world and how they came about being. And a lot of that is that they show the process, and it's been a process that they've done for thousands of years, or maybe not the glass so much, but like the stone stuff, a lot of that and the shells and things like that have been done for thousands of years, which I think is pretty wild. All right, so here's a more colorful mix. of the African Sandcast beads. You've got kind of these kind of stripy melon flavored with a little bit green with the white striations. You've got some kind of little bitter melon orange with a little bit of green. So you've got these little striped beads. And I think these came out, you can see how messed up my fingers are from doing that enamel last night. Anyway, so try to moisturize after that because I don't want to get like where you can't, like, you know how when you like rub a silk sheet or something, and not that we have silk sheets. I mean, let me truth tell y'all, we do not have this silk sheets. But you know how you don't want to get that all snagged up on stuff. At least I don't. So anyway, so this little collection of 10 beads, African Sandcast beads from Ghana, AB 102, and it's $5. I have some of the DVDs, but of that World on a String, but I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't want to get in trouble for pirating. And let me just tell you, some of the Talk Talks real relaxing. They're like, yeah, I'll be quiet. All right, so that was 102. All right, let's do something different. So these ones, 105, AB or 103, AB 103, AB 103. So these are carnelian course. So these are carnelian excavated in Mali. So William, on one of the shows, he showed some ancient quartz. Now the quartz beads come back to like the time of Timbuktu, the height of Timbuktu, and then there is another place called Djenne, and he showed some of those, I think, and those ones are over 1,000 years old. So when I say they're ancient, they're truly ancient. It's not like a style or whatever. Now, as far as these ones are concerned, they were excavated in Mali. However, the date is inconclusive. So I don't know what that means, but these were found around the ancient beads. So I'm guessing they're as old as they are, as the quartz ones were, but I can't say for certain, and I'm not going to. But these are like museum quality style. Now these ones up, and you get 2, 4, 6, 8. And they're $18 for 8 beads. Now let me put this down so that you can see what they look like. Now, if you know me, I have a love affair for stone beads. And there was this guy who he's since passed away, but his business name was Africa John. And so he used to make his like modern versions of these stone beads. And his versions, I guess, I don't know. Sometimes they're more expensive than the old ancient beads, but so these are all carnelian, and I just love them. These ones are mostly like little rondelles. This one's a little bit more round. It's like a bicone. But anyway, so these are not inexpensive beads, I know, but they're pretty rare and unique. So this is AB 103, $18 for 8 beads. Anne says, there's no hope for my hands in winter. They're already splitting and bleeding. Oh, I'm sorry, Anne. Yeah, I try to take real good care of mine because, like when I'm sculpting and stuff, I don't want that to like transfer to what I'm sculpting. Also, yeah, I just try, I don't know. But these ones are also the carnelian and a carnelian slash agate, because these ones, some of them are not orangey. Amanda says, gloves and a bottle hand lotion helped me last winter. Yeah, I use that business like it's going out of style, y'all. So here's some more kind of museum beads. I love these. I love these. And so you've got these kind of like rondelle shapes. And just to think that this was all drilled by hand, y'all. So they have those things that looks like I don't know, like a bow. And then there's like a little tip, and then it's on the top and the end of a stick, and then you like twist the stick around and then it makes a hole. So I think that's pretty wild. And then we've got this kind of elongated rice shaped bead. And these are really cool. I think it's like owning a little bit of history. These also remind me of cereal. I don't know. Honey Nut Cheerios up in here. But this is lot AB 104, $18. You get 8 beads. Now this one's a little bit different than the last lot because it has that longer one, and this one's less rounded. So they're all different, so that's why I'm showing these. I'm not going to show too many of beads tonight, just because I have to. There's a lot going on, and I have to take care of little Miss Tallulah. And then also we need to figure out dinner. We've been doing this thing where we haven't been grocery shopping lately, and we need to do that because it's getting where I can't like fix. I guess I could, in theory, I could make something, but all right. So this is lot AB 105, and it's another one of these ancient agate slash carnelian lots. And it's funny because I go through my notes on some of these things, and sometimes I find like the original price tags that were from the traders and stuff. Not the original, of course, because that's long disintegrated. But it is interesting to see that because, like, sometimes when you go to the markets, they'll mark things, and so they are a lot. Sometimes in francs. Anyways, so you have to do a little bit of translation style. All right, so this is lot AB 105, $18. And these beads are the beads you're gonna get. So this one has that nice little lighter colored one, and I don't know, I love these. It was hard to part with them, but I like them. Hopefully you like them too. Yeah. What have you all been up to? Anything interesting or fun? We just work. All right, another one of these lots. I hope y'all don't get bored of these. And also, I can't really zoom in. I would love to zoom. Well, here we go. So these are those beads. This is lot AB 106. Suzanne says started Christmas shopping. Oh, good. I love this little glowy one right here. I'm gonna put this down so you can see that. And these are ancient beads. So this is AB 106, $18. These are excavated in Mali. All right. So we've just got two more of these ancient lots, and then we'll move to some vintage ones, but not like old, but still pretty cool, I think. So this is lot 107. I love it when the agate gets kind of glowy like that. And I'm using the word agate and carnelian interchangeably. Look at that goodie. I probably should have what you call high grade these, pick out the best ones, but anyways. Amanda says I resisted buying discounted Halloween candy today. I deserve a reward. Oh my goodness. Susan said that she's just finished a great book, Future Witch Once and Future Witches by Alex Harrow. You know, I'm listening to the new one. It's called Starling House. And it just came out like the other day. It's pretty good. It's a little bit slow going, and then I don't like books about money problems, and then this is like money problems supreme. So I haven't been plowing through it as quickly as I probably should. But now that they're kind of over the money problem parts, it's picked up and it's a lot better. So yeah, and I like it. You know, I'm not like in love with it, but I still like it. So, anyways. So this is lot AB 107, $18. And this one has another little elongated one. Yeah, lately I've been listening to a lot of books or for free on Audible. And so they have, especially in October, they have a lot of books about like paranormal stuff, like paranormal romance. So I've been like, they have a free category called like their catalog or something, and I've been loading up because like this is my time, y'all. All right, so this is AB 108, and this is the last of the ancient beads. Kind of look like donuts. Maybe that, or I'm hungry. And then I was like, look at the texture on these beads, but they kind of look like the texture of my hands because they're so dried out. So don't look too close. Again, when there's always a little glowy one. That one, little glow friend. Anyway, so Susan says Starling House is on my list for Santa. I think there's an X in their name too. It's ALIX. So if you're looking, I think I could be wrong. Man, so my kids have a reserve of Halloween candy that I'm allowed to choose from. they also have a not willing to share stash. That's like me. I have the beads that I hoard and then the beads that I'm okay with sharing. I've been trying to be good about not eating candy because I've been real stressed out lately. And so I've been breaking out like crazy. Of course, I'm going to try to get my ID picture taken soon. And so, of course, I have to break out. So that's only the natural way of the law, I guess. Anyways, Teresa says back from our show in Maryland, had a blast making contacts. That's good. It looked like a lot of fun. Susan says, I give up. It's ALIX. Yeah. All right. So we're going to move on. And these are beads from probably the 90s. And when I say 90s, I know I need to quantify that because we've had a lot of these. And these are probably from the 1990s. So they're technically vintage, which makes me cringe a little. But, anyways. So in Kenya, there are different. So I should say this. In Africa, there's all these different tribes. So, depending on which tribe made the certain beads, it will change the look of the beads. So, in Kenya, there's lots of different tribes, and the ones that I'm going to show you are called Turkana beads, and I'm probably saying that wrong, but so these ones, the fun thing is that if you're a married woman, you're supposed to wear 2 strands of these, and then that I guess that they know. And so this is lot AB 109, and you get 18 beads, and they're just this. A nice little color, a blue and green, and a little bit yellow in there. They do have, you can see these have little chips and stuff, and some of them are a little bit, worn, but that's like I think that adds to the kind of niceness about the beads. So this is lot AB 109, only $2 for all the beads. So I think that's pretty good. All right, AB 109, $2. So I've been prepping the backgrounds, the enamel backgrounds. So that's also another thing. Like that, you have to be careful with because you're messing with acid and stuff. And anyway, so this is lot AB 110, $2. It's another mixed Turkana bead from Kenya. There's another. These are probably from the 90s, 1990s. And you got a little assortment. All right. You can kind of see like the difference between the newer beads and the older beads. I think the old beads just have so much character to them. Anyway, so, but there's also the difference between $2 and $18. And then also one's made of glass and one's made of stone. All right, AB 110, $2 for this lot. And if you're new, just send us an email at info@allegorygallery.com. If you have questions about that, it's scrolling. The instructions are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And then when I'm putting them back in the bag, I'm trying my hardest not to play seek and find, drop them and have to play seek and find. So this is AB 111. These ones are all different shades of blue. I love that. There are some blue beads that are African blue beads that are worth a lot of money. These are not them. These are just a little inexpensive, but yeah, blue is such a. There are certain colors that are somewhat rare, and so there's certain colors that are more desirable and more sought after because of their rarity. And blue is one of those colors. And I can't remember the significance, but I think it's and I can't remember where this little bit of folklore comes from, but there was like if you would wear a strand of blue beads, it was like a sign of protection. But then they would have beads that are red beads that would be sign of protection. And a lot of those beads, the origins come from the stones themselves. So like there would be like the lapis. Like coral, they used to put it on children to protect them from disease and from early child mortality. And so these ones are some more, but in like yellows and whites. And then they're in that kind of tubular shape. So in theory, you probably could do some kind of like bead weaving action with these. They're just like really large delicas. So this is AB 112, $2 for this little set. All right, we have one more lot tonight, and then I gotta go home. I actually gotta go to the grocery store. If they're probably going to be, and I'll end up going to Dollar General in my flip flops. Whatever. I'm gonna see it unpolished. And they're gonna be like, "Oh, what's that person doing in their flip flop?" All right, this is the last one for tonight, and it's a rainbow of colors here. You've got some reds, blue, green, and white. That one I may pick out and switch out. Now that I see it up close and on camera. And this is lot AB 113, $2 only, and that's it. All right, let me put this down. All right, so I'm not gonna flip the camera because I've been breaking out all day, and then I'm pretty tired. So it's been a harrowing thing. If you've ever had to wash a kitten multiple times in a day, then you know I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go and pick up some food. We're gonna be back tomorrow, and I will try to knock out some time tomorrow and dig out the rare, and I'll mix in some new stuff too, so people don't get where they can't get anything with some of them. Some of those beads are expensive, so you just have to keep that in mind. But the nice thing is that I've been breaking strands up. So there's stuff that, one strand would be over, $600. And, that's like harder for people to do that. If you do want to see full strands of stuff, I do have full strands of stuff. So let me know and we can talk. But anyways, if you are interested in anything you saw tonight, please do send us an email at info@Allegory Gallery with the lot information. And yeah, then we'll take care of you with an invoice. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. We appreciate all of you out there. Stay safe and stay warm. All right. See ya.